Oh shit. Hang on, guys. I forgot my PNG. If it's not one thing, it's another. Always is, always will be. Stop freezing! Excuse me. And I forgot. I swear I'm a professional. Nope, no, stop it. Okay, what? Everything will be okay. Alright, guys. Let's get this show on the road. I learned my lesson last time, and I'm just working on the line art and coloring, which coloring shouldn't take too long since it's just the one. But these sketches down here I will work on later, but for the sake of the stram, it will be line art only. And in the meantime, hey Tab, can you look through 1940s fashion and pick an outfit for Talia? Alright. Because I need to draw that. I didn't do the AFK PNG. Which I really should. Alright. Wait, I use a different pen for this. There we go. I mean, literally, I could have waited 5 minutes to finish that video, but it was giving me way too much. My heart rate was too much. I was watching Pezzy play the new Fears of Fathom, the one where you're, yeah, 1940, the new where you're a park ranger, and oh my god, the one where he's in the shed grabbing wood and he turns around and there's the not radio worker right behind him. God, I literally screamed. Well, I didn't scream because that was not a scream. I just went, ah, really loudly, and it actually scared me more than the actual jump scare. Actually flew out of my chair. Not as bad as Pezzy did. He actually almost broke his headphones. Oh, I'm gonna put this in the chat. Just in case someone decides to be funny. There. And don't y'all forget it. This is a spoiler-free zone. You will not speak any blasphemy. And when I say spoil the movie, I mean, like, comes in here and intentionally says, oh, Han Solo dies. You know, bullshit. I will kill you in-game. For her main ref. Because I drew her shawl, but I was like, what else is she wearing?
Okay.
Aside from basically what Mildred is wearing.
And this is Moody Mission.
Yeah, this is mostly for the pilot.
Yeah.
But the main series is probably, you know, they're gonna have. This will also be applicable for the main series.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Talia's right-handed, right? Right?
Don't know.
Well, it's because she needs that defensive wound.
Yeah.
So if she's right-handed, she would have gone up with this one first.
Yeah.
And it would be here. So I needed to know for the... Because yesterday I realized I didn't know what handedness Devora was because I drew her with both. So I said, you know what? She's just ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Not mixed-handed. There is a difference. All those in favor of it being the same, say aye. Aye. It's not! Those opposed? Me!
The only
Person who has the right to vote in this.
the only person who has the right to vote didn't vote, right?
They said me instead of nay. The motion has passed.
How Tyler just deflates as soon as Mark says that.
That was democracy in action. Just because you're incompetent. Democracy is a failure as a government. Well, that's a different topic for another day. It kind of is, actually, because you can elect a dictator. You can elect to have capitalism. Or you can elect to have communism. So.
I'm looking at these pants, and I'm sitting here, I'm just like...
Mm-hmm.
No.
Fashion really
also...
peaked during the 50s, but for the 40s, the 40s had to walk, the 40s had to walk so the 50s could run, because 50s men fashion, leather jackets.
I don't like the pants, but I also don't really see her wearing a dress.
No.
But it's like, I don't really...
Hang on, let me look, like, some of these.
Like, I like how the dresses look. It's just, I don't think Talia would wear a dress.
Like, what about something like this? Y'all can't see it on stream, but because I'm looking on Pinterest, something like this.
Maybe.
It'd be a pain in the ass to go to the bathroom. But, you know, it's professional. You could wear that in a factory, the work. You would wear, she would wear, like, a shirt underneath it or, like, a button-up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, something like...
Here, let me,
overalls, you know, the trousers. I can't say trousers. Trousers? Ooh! I don't think this is 1940s, but that's pretty cool. You got the corset and suspenders.
Wait, really?
Yeah, look. It's connected to the pantaloons.
Oh.
So, which one?
I don't know. Maybe that one, so she doesn't look like...
I mean, this this is still mostly canon.
Yeah.
The style's wrong, but this, for later, that's still canon. This isn't changing. It's just, you know, different drawing style, but... Okay, I can work with that.
Yeah. I feel like whenever she's working somewhere, she has, like, overalls, or whatever those are called, because that's not
these are overalls.
Are they overalls? I always thought overalls look different.
No, because you wear them over all your stuff.
Yeah, so I feel like every time she works, like, no matter what it is, except for later, she wears overalls.
Mm-hmm.
Because later, they actually have a dress code. A uniform. Anyway. I don't know if I'm gonna be out here or if I'm gonna be in my room.
Well, if you're in your room and you want to talk, I don't have your PNG set up.
Well,
I'd have to do that before.
I have to be out here. I have to make mochi.
Make that mochi, woman! So I'm kind of trying to stay on a little bit more of a topic with this one. This shoulder is really bothering me, and I know why it's bothering me. I need to fix it real quick. Something like that. It's funny, yesterday my sister and I were talking about Talia wouldn't have a cinched waist, but this is exactly how it turned out. It's like, based on this. Like, on this, oh yeah, no, that's not a cinched waist at all. But then if you look at it from the side, it's like, yeah, that's kind of cinched. Not quite an hourglass figure, but actually, yeah, it is. But it's more squared off, so it's a different build and silhouette for our beloved Tallies. So Talia is Devora's younger sister and the youngest of the Mundi siblings. The hand still looks so bad, but I can't. I've been fighting with this hand for years. Literally all. Actually, here's the thing. I was talking about how I might post a speed paint for Friday or something, but guess what happened yesterday? It snowed. Like all day. It snowed all day yesterday. Now, the power didn't go out in our area, but it did blip one time where, like, everything turned off and then immediately turned back on. But, it only happened once, but it was just enough to make me nervous. So, god dang. I swear, semi-truck drivers do not believe in the brakes. They don't believe in brakes. At least the ones that drive out here. They just don't. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, it snowed and the power blipped once, but I didn't want to risk, I didn't want to risk anything, so I just worked on my laptop on the couch and got no work done. But last night, things, had calmed down. It had stopped snowing and whatnot, so I felt okay working again. And that's when I did the sketching for this. Just so I can work on the line art. So if you're wondering, if you're one of those people, well, if Devora is a vampire, how come Talia is a werewolf? How did that happen? Well, it's explained in the show. Werewolves in this world, same with vampires, they are not born. In fact, I think it's impossible. It's impossible for a vampire to be born, even though some might use that terminology, even though I don't think... No, they don't use the term, born. Vampires don't. I think we've decided it's impossible for a werewolf to be born, based on the lore we have for the Wolvers. Right? What? Funny joke. Oh, thank God. Does she look thicker from this angle? This sketch line is clean enough, so I think I'll just use this as the line art, as opposed to just redrawing it for the millionth time. But this I would like to have full line art. Oh, her hair, her hair. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't have a great morning. I don't want to get too much into it, but I had a song stuck in my head, and it's a the song itself isn't that sad. If you listen to the lyrics, you're like, okay, what is this? But the history behind the song is very, ugh, it hits me. It's called Deep Red Bells, and I don't remember who it's from, who it's by. I think Neko something. Anyway, I think if you just type up if you just type up Deep Red Bells song, it'll pop right up. It's really good. It's one of those songs where I cannot, no matter what is happening, I cannot listen to it without crying. And there's always this one part of the song where even if I'm singing the rest of it perfectly, I always choke up, and it's near the end. I always choke up near the end. It gets me, man. So I had that running through my head while I was trying to eat my damn breakfast. Maybe we can make her hair really big. It adds to her silhouette. Oh, whoops. I forgot I drew that. Deep red bells, deep have I been done. Deep red bells, deep have been done. Ooh. That, and it's just the way the artist's voice sounds. It sounds very ghosty. But also, like, I don't know how to describe it. Her voice sounds ghosty. It sounds haunted. The way the instruments are played, it sounds like I should be... I don't know how else to describe it besides it's a really damn good song, and I think people should listen to it and look into the story that inspired the song, because, oh my god. Really, you bitch? It doesn't help that the night previously I was watching and listening to a bunch of video essays about something similar to the topic of the song, and then it just was playing in my head, and I had the videos from last night. I was thinking about them, and then I had the song going through my head, so yeah. I was crying into my eggs and toast. Because I'm a sap. Is that it? How about you actually switch modes when I tell you to switch modes, hey? Can we do that? Sweet outcast, it's cold eye. Who's left to suffer alone without you? Does your soul cast about like an old paper bag, past empty lots and early graves? With those like you who lost their way, murdered on the interstate while the red bells rain like thunder. Oh, deep red bells, deep as I've been done. Oh, deep red bells, deep as I've been done. Oh. So yeah, the song goes something like that. Oh, that's not correct. Hold on. No, it's not a tangent. Anytime I go to critique my art, I always think of that that one animated pilot, Long Gone Gulch. If you guys know what I'm talking about, where like the main villain, what's his name, Mr. Mako? Yeah, he's like, well, form's wrong, composition's off, tangent. Seems to lack the basic understanding of the fundamental principles. It's perfect. That's the funniest joke in the entire pilot. It's kind of sad. Every other joke just didn't land for me, but that one really did. If you type it, I think it's still on YouTube, Long Gone Gulch. Oh wait, no, since her head's turned. Wait a minute, how did I do Devora's hair? Because whatever I did there, I'll just... hitting the wrong buttons. Ugh. Excuse me. Aha. phone. What the fuck? I think it's just YouTube. Aha. Okay. You guess them?
I don't know what I did wrong, but it's not mochi dough.
Oh, what happened?
So I guess the Haagen-Dazs has different stuff in it.
Well, yeah, it's Haagen-Dazs. Is it like too liquidy? You should just add more flour.
No, it's not a dough. It's a paste. And if I add more flour, then it'll be too dry.
Oh.
So I don't know what to do with it.
Well, I mean, it's still edible, right?
Yeah.
So what do you mean, like a paste? Like a spread?
I'll grab it.
Yeah, there's... Trying to make ice cream mochi for... I mean, just to eat, but also we're having family over, and that is not right at all.
I mean, this is not mochi dough.
Son of a bitch.
See? It's not stretchy or anything.
Did you still try to mold it?
I mean, I could, but it doesn't have the right consistency.
If you just put gloves on and maybe try to like roll into balls and stretch it and like maybe work with it a little bit, maybe that might activate something. Hey, I don't know either. Hang on, step back. Oh, I know what the problem is. I kind of wish I had a soundboard for my streams, but soundboards go for like $100 a pop, and those are the cheap ones. I think if I want sound effects in my videos, I'm just gonna have to make videos and not live streams. Pardon. That I am calling good enough. Now for her hair, I think we'll just have it point up. I know it's lower. I'll make it bigger. I'm just getting the general shape, which I will. Actually, no, I like that side more. Love like you lost their way, murdered on the interstate while the red bells rain like thunder. Okay. I just remembered I'm an artist. Out of context, that's so stupid, but... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Copy Paste, the digital artist's favorite tool. Oi! You knob. I told you to flip. There we go. Hey, wait, hold up. There we go. Now, I don't know how other people do it, but I've seen some people, when they're moving and transferring things, they like, all right, I need to transfer this straight across. They like use the arrow keys or something because they just when they move it, it just moves straight across and it does. And how, honey, how? There's definitely a more cartoonish approach to drawing hair. Because usually when I draw hair, it's all over the place. But for Moondy Mischief, I kind of... For Ghatesville, since it is animated, or at least I want it to be animated, I did pull the reins back on some of the designs. I was like, alright, I need the hair to be very specific shapes. So when things move, and when I'm drawing it... Hopefully, it'll be a wee bit simpler. Alright, that's good enough. I'm gonna work on her outfit, do the line art for her, and then color that. I don't know if I've been streaming. 30 minutes. Really? Only been 30 minutes? Yeah, started out on 30 minutes now too. Let's do the math. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Sorry. Alright, what layer is this on? She's wearing overalls. That means they go down. Like this. Maybe there's slightly more drop. As a random question to the audience, when was the Iron Giant supposed to be set? Was that the 50s? Yeah, it was, because it was during the atomic, Red Scare, Sputnik and whatnot. That was the 50s, right? Hands over your head, keep low to the ground. Time to duck and cover, the bombs are coming down. Hang on. Brief intermission, I need it. Okay. I spelled giant wrong. I always want to add a U. Setting? Yeah, I know it's Rockwell. 1950s Maine. Rockwell, Maine. During the Cold War, the height of the fear of a Russian attack. Okay. Yeah, just wanted to double check on that. It's such a good movie. Especially the way the way Hogarth is written and animated is just so good. Like Brad, the scene where Hogarth is hyped up on espresso and he's like, I'm challenged enough to hold on to my lunch money because all the stupid meatheads that want to beat me up because I think I'm just some skinny nerd who thinks I'm smarter than them, which I don't. I just do the stupid homework. If they would just do the stupid homework, they'd get a pound and lose the lunch money too. Is there any more coffee? That's such a good and well-written scene. And well-performed, too. Credit, the voice actor for young Hogarth is so good. Young Hogarth, that's his only age in the movie. He's so good. It's just... Is there any more coffee? I identify with Hogarth. I was the, Well, here's the thing. I wasn't the gifted child because I was never moved up a grade. Actually, they tried to move me down a grade because of reading. For reading, of all things. They tried to move me down a grade. Saying that, oh, she, can't keep up with her classmates' reading level. So they had me transfer classes to sit in, and I'm just like, if I was the person I am today, aka not a pushover back then, I would be so pissed and offended on my own behalf because how dare they put me, a 4th grader, in with a bunch of 2nd graders for reading. And I'm just, why? I had no problems reading. I wasn't fast at it. I was not good at math, which they insisted that I continue to work at a 4th grade math level, even though, honestly, for math, I probably was a 2nd grade math level, because math and I don't get along. But yeah, they moved me down a grade for reading. But, as soon as I came back for, 7th grade or whatnot, because I was homeschooled for 5th and 6th, they're like, oh yeah, no, you're fine. So, yeah, huh. I honestly think they moved me down a grade in readings because I refused to read 4th grade reading level books because I thought they were all stupid. Or just wasn't interested. I wanted to read Redwall, damn it, and some jackass decided Redwall was a 3rd grade reading level. I was like, have you tried to read Scottish accents printed out phonetically? It is damn near impossible. It's basically another language. No, I need that line there. So and I don't know what all was going on behind the scenes at school, because they maybe thought I was behind in reading because I wasn't reading fast enough for them. And I'm just, what do you want me to be? The Flash? And of course, I was raised to respect adults and just go along with what they're saying because they know best, right? Oh, God, I'm lucky I wasn't... Don't say that. Oh, my God, I'm so... Yeah, remember what I mentioned last time about drinking some of this rum chata on stream while doing things? Yeah, no. We are not doing that. I really like this bodice though, but it's covered by the shawl. Wait, how much of it is covered? Actually, not that much. Not that much is covered, really. Okay. I'm less bad. As for her shirt. Would she cover her forearms? Because Talia has this scar on her right forearm that she got. Yeah, she has this scar, and she's kind of self-conscious about it. Well, at least, I don't know if she's self-conscious about it, but she doesn't like looking at it. She doesn't like looking at it. She doesn't like being reminded of it. Or maybe, hold on. Maybe she does look at it, because it's a reminder of what happened. But she doesn't like showing it to Devora. Because Devora doesn't like being reminded. And that's all I'll say there. So I think, yeah, she's wearing a long sleeve, but it's up on her elbows because jock. So she doesn't mind having the star. In fact, some of the stars she does hide. And to the point where I think she's regenerated most of her stars. But it's just that one just won't fade. No matter what happens. It's symbolic of some stars don't go, never fade. But I'm not sure if it's a subconscious thing or a conscious thing, if you know what I mean. Just despite being a werewolf, I never designed Talia with a bite mark. Even though that's not entirely how werewolves are created in the world of Gatesville, that's more indicative of Wolfman. Oh, that sleeve is gonna drive me up a wall. But it's covered, so whatever. Excuse me. Shut down my own spit. What the fuck? If y'all probably know the meme, but have you guys actually seen the episode with Idris Elba on the Hot Ones? It's actually really cool. Not only do I just love listening to Idris Elba's voice, because honestly, who doesn't? It was just interesting hearing about, his early career, that he even had a music career, which I didn't know. Didn't know much about Idris Elba. But also there's, the meme where he's like, what the fuck? That's such a good meme. That's the wrong layer. Okay, hold on. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. Here we go. Yeah. Alright, and then we merge down. And then I'm just gonna throw this on the same layer. And even I'm trying to be clean, look at this line art. Filthy. Why am I so tired? Oh, shoes. Boots. When in doubt, boots. So I looked it up yesterday for reference, because I want all, since Moody Mischief takes place in 1940, and then the pilot takes place April 1940, and then the rest of the series spans the rest of the 40s decade. So I want all of my my timely references to be as historically accurate as possible, because honestly, how hard is it to just pay attention? In my opinion, if you're gonna make a historical reference, might as well be accurate. I mean, come on, guys. So Rosie the Riveter, you know the one, the We Can Do It, with her hair tied up and whatnot. That she became popular more in like 1942, because America joined the war 1941. Was it June 1941? When was Pearl Harbor? Was that June? I feel like it was. And I'm thinking of D-Day. Hang on. I know it was 1941, and it sparked America joining the Second World War. Pearl Harbor. Yeah, attack. December. Man, I was off by a few months. December 1941. And then I spelt it wrong. Rosie the Riveter became more of an icon on shipyards. During World War 1942 was when she was first published. Okay. So if I'm gonna make any references, so like pose references or just like a visual nod to something, I want it to be as accurate as possible. So that means I'm gonna have to hold back on making overt references. And if they are references, it's gonna be unintentional references, if you know what I mean? Like, the characters aren't making a reference to the thing, but I, the artist, am, just to let people know, hey, it was this era. Or it's just like, hey, here's a little thing, boom. A quick shot of Talia rolling up her sleeves with her hair done up looked like Rosie the Riveter for a split second. That's like one shot I had in mind, but since it was 1942, there is an episode, I think, that specifically takes place 1942, but I haven't quite written it all out yet. It was depressurizing. I think this isn't a spoiler or anything, but most of the series takes place 1940, like the rest of 1940 that year, and then there's a time skip and it's 1948 or something like that. I know the last episode is 1950. Pretty sure, yeah, last episode of Moody Mischief mostly takes place 1950. Should I add the buttons or nah? I mean, with her shawl, that's already busy enough. And it's probably just a latch on, you know, like these bits under here a latch, and this latch is for a more clean look. Yeah, let's go with that. Go. Since it's her right arm, it would be here, so the star would show up here. Now, society wouldn't look down upon her having this particular star, because I don't know if it's like obvious what caused the star, because it's just kind of white there, but maybe, I don't know. No, because it would just be red and I really don't want to spoil anything, but at the same time, I haven't hammered out all the dents, and the only way for me to actually get cracking on that is to start talking about it or trying to explain it to someone. So what I think I need to do is I need to rubber ducky a lot of this lore here just to get a kick started, which I have a crochet bee, a crochet bunny, 2 crochet bunnies, a fox plushie, and a masky plushie. So, Foxy, not just a fox plushie, Foxy. So, you know, I could start rubber duckying the lore. And what I mean by that is when code developers or game developers, programmers, if they get stuck with their code, they would explain how the code works to a rubber ducky or something, some inanimate object on their desk, and that helps them find the hole or the bug or what it needs. Which I have only heard about it for programming, but that is an ingenious tactic that can be used for writing. Because I've done it a few times too, where I was explaining where I was stuck to air, and I just went, wait a minute, hold on, this is genius. But it also really helps to explain it to a person who knows what you're talking about. Not just a random Joe Schmo, because then you have to track back and explain every little detail. So always have someone in your life they don't have to be a creative type like you, or the same kind of creative type. In fact, I suggest they be a different kind altogether. It's just when I'm stuck writing a certain thing, I'll just talk to Danger Buff about it, and she'll just say, "Oh, why don't you just do this thing?" I'll say, "I don't know if I should do this or that." And she's, why not both? You know, actually, that might work better. I feel like every creative type needs a friend or just someone in their life that just says, "Well, why not?" Because then you realize, oh, there's actually nothing stopping me from doing this thing. It's like, oh, I really wanted to make this comic, but I just haven't. Well, why not? Well, argument immediately falls apart. It's like, well, quit bitching and do it. I'm going to make Talia a little bitter. Feels like you lost their way, murdered on the interstate while the red bells rain like thunder. I think I'll work on these sketches later because the sketch process, as all of you know, takes me 5 years to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do line art and color her. And then as soon as I'm done with this, and adding it, you know what, hang on, I'm gonna add this base, because my eyes, they white. There we go. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I said I was going to stay on topic and then proceeded to not talk about Talia's character at all. And then proceed to still not do Okay. So Talia and Devora, they're not quite polar opposites, but they're opposite responses. If that's even accurate. Where Talia is very hardworking and whatnot, she is kind of the I can't trust anyone else to take care of this thing that needs to be taken care of, so I'm just gonna do it. And then not tell anybody that this is what I'm doing. Because I'm not seeking glory. I'm just doing this because it needs to be done. And if I'm doing it, I know it's done type thing. So, semi-relatable. Devora is very similar in that way, to where she knows if a thing needs to be done, she's going to do it. Or if she knows someone needs help, she's going to do it, but she's not going to complain or call attention to what she's doing because it's just something that needs to be done. Why raise a fuss about it? Unlike Devora, Talia is allergic to admitting / asking for help. You alright? How'd you? Oh my god! Drink water! Oh, that's wrong. Hold up, some line art rolled over. Here we go. Man, I don't know why my nose is so itchy. I took my allergy meds today, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Huh. And I hadn't even been in close contact with a cat. As believe it or not, I am kind of allergic. I think I might keep the colors the same. Talia also will always wear this shawl, and it's very important to her. But there are times where she won't wear it. Like if she's working, she won't wear it. She doesn't want to risk it, you know, get blown up or burnt or whatever. Yeah?
I'm just letting you know that the mochi is very sad because it wasn't stretchy anymore. I think it's because the Haagen-Dazs was too creamy and it's supposed to be more watery. So
You couldn't add like water to it?
I didn't think to. Because the other person who I was watching, they used a different type of ice cream.
What kind did they use?
I don't know, they didn't really say, but I could tell it wasn't Girrrrrl. Not Girrrrrl. Haagen-Dazs.
Are these blues too similar?
Yeah, we need to compare colors.
Yeah. Can I have a bite?
I go ahead.
I love ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah. Make the white, not the white, make the lighter shirt lighter.
Okay.
Like more of a grayish. Yeah. Go grayscale. Is that too close to the purple?
Good point. Filter, hue.
Well,
Oh.
it's not on the same layer. Okay.
Filter, hue. Okay.
Okay. It's different. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because it looks very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oh, okay. So I had the ice cream scoops on the parchment paper.
Yeah.
And the reason why I started coughing is because it started melting.
No.
So I picked it up after the fact and I was like going like this, you know, getting it all in. And then I was like, oh, there's some stuck in there. I went like this and cornstarch because it was stuck from my hands and it just fell right in. And I inhaled it. And it was horrible.
It sounded horrible.
Oh, it was the worst.
Okay. Oh, the stars. Stars. There we go. I say Talia's this, you know, hard ass, always tired, everything is my responsibility type person, but then I also threw in this sketch of like, Talia, what's in your coat? Nothing. The little, I'm gonna put a little orange kitty, well, since these aren't colored, just a little kitten in her coat. It's like, what's in your coat? It's like, nothing. Alright, let's start erasing layers we don't need anymore. Alright, that can be merged down. And we need that, we need this, we need these, we need that, we need, right? Yeah. Alright, next we work on this. too much? I think I'll just make it dark. Like that, and then the rest of it will be like smoky and whatnot. This anatomy, I'm supposed to be doing this, but for some reason every time I draw, I mean you guys can't see what I'm posing, but she's supposed to be covering her face, but every time I draw that, it looks like she's doing, like, her elbows pointed outward. Even though it's clearly not. Something like that. So, I know it's not going to be as long as last time. That's because I learned my lesson. But I think I'm going to end it here. Because my elbow is actually starting to hurt. I don't want to hurt myself again. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. It's Thursday. Hopefully with these new ref things coming in, I'll be more mindful what the main character's references are going to need in drawing it and working on it will help me come up with lore, even though the streams are going to be disjointed and whatnot, because, you know, this brain of mine is disjointed and whatnot. So I don't know when the next stream is going to be, but I hope to at least start streaming more often again. So, yeah. I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much for watching, whether you're alive or after the fact. Either way, I love you. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.